Mr. Bear and his new shoes. Once upon a time, there lived a bear. He lived through the woods, down the road, and in a little stone house the other side of the woods. Mr. Bear was a happy bear. He liked nothing better than to look up his telephone numbers of friends in his address book, phone them up, and talk to them for long hours, running up enormous phone bills talking about soccer and stock prices. Mr. Bear also liked to surf the internet. Mr. Bear would also like to look round his house. "If only I had some shoes," said Mr. Bear. "My feet wouldn't be quite so cold, and I'd be able to go outside." Mr. Bear would stare out the window and longingly think about going outside, but without shoes he couldn't. Then, one day, there came a knock at the door. "I wonder who that could be," said Mr. Bear. "I'd better go check." Mr. Bear rushed to the door and opened it.
"Hello, Mr. Bear. How are you?"
It was mad old Uncle Ray.
"Your new shoes have arrived from Nottingham."
Mr. Bear grabbed the shoes and rushed back to the kitchen, jumped up on his chair, and put the new shoes on. He jumped down off the chair and ran excitedly around the house. "These new shoes are excellent," said Mr. Bear. "They're so good, I think I'll be able to go outside now. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go outside." He ran to the door and opened it wide, but when Mr. Bear looked out, he realized that it started raining and was a miserable old day. "Stop that," said Mr. Bear. "I'm staying indoors." He closed the door and ran off to the living room, where he drank beer and ate Pringles. "I think I've drunk a little bit too much beer," said Mr. Bear, and he had to go to the toilet because he wasn't feeling very well. After Mr. Bear had been to the toilet, he went to bed because he was sleepy, but he left his shoes on because he liked them so much. "I'm going to go to bed now," said Mr. Bear, and shortly after he fell into a deep, deep sleep, and he dreamt about beer, Pringles, and his new shoes. Good night, Mr. Bear. Good night.